Now to a hot medical topic with Dr. Darien right here. According to recent data, more than 3 million prescriptions for the new weight loss medications like Ozempic and Mounjaro are dispensed each month here in the U.S.
That's right, but the success of these drugs comes with a pretty high price tag. An average month's supply can cost over $1,000 without insurance. So I set out to investigate the business behind these drugs and to find out how you can save money.
My weigh-in today, I was 200.2 pounds.
Across the U.S., new medications being used for weight loss are transforming the lives of many who have struggled with chronic obesity their entire lives.
I have lost 6.8 pounds.
But if not covered by insurance, the high costs don't fit in the budgets of most users. Each state dictates their own Medicaid coverage, and standard Medicare won't cover these drugs for weight loss alone, even with obesity affecting more than 40% of people over the age of 65. As a result, people often resort to paying for these drugs out of pocket, which can cost more than $13,000 for a year's supply.
Is the average person even able to accommodate that expense?
You're talking about hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month. The fact that these drugs are so expensive and so few health insurance plans cover them does raise this issue of access and fairness and equity.
The high price of these medications can worsen the disparities that we're already seeing in minority communities. These populations are more likely to have heart disease, diabetes, and obesity, yet fewer Black and Hispanic people are prescribed these medications. It's a growing frustration of the entire medical community.
Obesity basically doubles a person's healthcare costs. Having extreme obesity essentially triples them. In the long run, these drugs will come down in price. In the short run, we are faced with the latest, newest, most expensive innovations are much more easily procured by people who have the highest income.
Meanwhile, drug companies are finding huge financial success. Eli Lilly, the maker of Mounjaro and Zepbound, shot from around $300 to nearly $800 a share in the last year alone. And the stock price of Novo Nordisk, the maker of Ozempic and Wegovy, has tripled in the past 3 years. The value of the company now larger than the GDP of Denmark, its founding country. That money not translating to savings for the average consumer.
All right, so Dr. Darien, we have to talk about this because so many people have gone on them and then had to go off them because they can't afford this. How can people make this something that they can afford? What are some ways to save money?
So many asking that question. I focus on 3 main things, so make sure you start here. So first, you want to look for patient assistance programs or prescription savings clubs. It's easy to cut costs that way. Next, you want to double check if your insurance coverage, specifically what it is, before filling a prescription. Sometimes insurance companies will cover one brand of medications and not the other. And finally, you want to check if there are funds in your health or flexible savings account. This can help you cut those costs. And these are the first steps you should do before you look for any medication which you might have difficulty getting access to.
And I'm just curious, is this something that you can start and then stop once you reach your weight goals?
That's a great question. Many people say, this is fantastic for weight loss, controlling diabetes, and other benefits that we find. But what we see is that once the medication stops, we see a rebound. And so, unfortunately, what we know is that obesity is a chronic, complex, lifelong condition. So it's likely that these medications will need to be used in that way. But everyone's different, of course.
All right, Doc, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And be sure to check out an Oprah special, Shame, Blame, and the Weight Loss Revolution, airing tonight here on ABC and tomorrow on Hulu.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.